Yeah, oh, it's funny you say that because the ones that I have that people couldn't get. There's one, for instance, like Toad Cleanup had, and my tag team partner, he changed his name to Toad, and we were living together, so that wasn't too hard. There was one I grew up wrestling with, and we all started together, the Hardy Boys and Shannon and Shane and all those guys in North Carolina. There's a group of about 13 of us. If you went to an indie show in North Carolina in 1996, 97, you're going to see all of us there. Joey Abs was there, C.W. Anderson, Chili Willie. There, like I said, there was just Steve Carino was there. It's just a group of guys who all had a passion to make it in the business. And, on our own with other people's help, we all ended up getting a contract at some point, worked for one of the big three companies, which was really cool. So one of the signs I put up was Omega Watch and Learn, because that was Matt and Jeff's first little wrestling company, as a joke to them, because they weren't under contract yet at WWF. They were just doing, jobs here and there. So those kind of things, there were a couple that I put on there that Raven gave me that, I really can't repeat the hidden meaning behind them because it wasn't nice. But they made it to TV, which was really strange. I never got my signs checked. Talk about things going downhill at WCW. It was almost the very end of my time with WCW before anybody came up to me and said, "Hey, we need to start looking at your signs before we take them on TV." And I was like, "You're going to start now?" I mean, I've been doing this for 3 years. 2 nights a week live on Thunder and SmackDown. I mean, Thunder and Nitro, and then on the Saturday night shows and every pay-per-view. It's like when we're in D.C., I'm a pretty conservative guy, and I got a degree in political science. So every time we were in D.C., Bill Clinton was in office. One of the things where Bill was around, like, "Hey, Bill, did you hug an intern today? Bill, did you inhale?" That kind of stuff. So, it was fun to poke fun at people and being the bad guys. Kidman and I, on live shows, when they go to commercial break, obviously nothing's happening in the arena. And so whenever we were sitting up front, Raven would tell us, "Lodi, Kidman, get in the ring, entertain some people." So we just slid in the ring every time we went to commercial break and ran around, yelling at people, insulting people, and me carrying signs around, just to kind of keep the people in the building entertained till we came back from commercial break. And we were in El Paso, I think, and Kidman and I hopped up in the ring on the first commercial break, and I held up a sign that says, "Do you have your green card?" And a couple other things about it was bad. And here come the trash. We're at a commercial break, and all of a sudden they're throwing stuff in the ring. Doug Dillinger, head of security, is like, "Lodi, get out of the ring!" He's on the, he's down on the floor by the ring, yelling up at me, "Get out of there right now before we have a riot! Get your butt out of there!" And so, that was kind of maybe pushing the extreme a little bit. And then, of course, we did the Hog Wild pay-per-view every year from Sturgis. And I came out, in front of however many guys were there on bikes, like 20-some thousand to watch the show. And I carried a sign out in front of all those guys that said, "Biker chicks are fat and ugly."
See, this is some great heel heat stuff, too.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's a good way to die. If you've never been to Sturgis for the bike rally, it's brutal. Anything you can imagine that might could happen in life happens there every year. I mean, it was the things I saw I can't repeat. And it was just, the fact was, for all those years of WCW, and this is no big revelation, it's everyone who's followed my career or read a story online knows this, I was under the influence of substance. I never wrestled sober. And there were lots of times. So I'm, half-baked, half-lit, whatever you want to call it, writing these signs. I just didn't have a filter. And so the fact that it took them years to start looking over my signs, let me put some of the more risky things out there, was pretty cool for me.
It's amazing that not only, like you said, you never wrestled sober, which is just crazy that maybe they didn't pick up on, but it's crazy that they never wanted you to edit, or they never edited your signs before you went out there. They never checked. Don't you think that they probably always should be doing that, considering you're going to go on national TV in front of millions of viewers?
Hey, man, I'm just doing me. That's all I got. I don't know what I should be doing. I think at some point it probably would have been better, maybe. But, we never got in trouble with anything. And then when Lee and I worked together, we did some pretty crazy signs for, Lee and I. The fact that whole storyline was we were brothers. And we came out that we were brothers. And, but of course we were the West Hollywood Blondes, which I lived in West Hollywood at the time, which if most people don't know, West Hollywood is probably the gayest place in the United States. As far as, they have the rainbow flags on McDonald's and police cars. And so, I came out with some signs one night. Lenny likes the bottom. Lodi loves the top. And the next sign said, hey, guys, easy. The next sign said bunk. So Lenny likes the bottom. I like the top. So,
my God.
Always see stuff like that, right? And it got on TV. And no one ever said anything until after the Lenny and Lodi stuff. And so the funny thing about this was, and I'm telling on myself, because, again, I didn't always follow the rules. They're like, hey, Lou, we check your signs before you go out. Well, I would make 4 that were really just generic, not so whatever. They'd look at them like, okay, those are cool, good. Well, I had 4 more pieces of poster board, and then I'd make 4 that were risque and slot them in there. So when I went out, they never once caught on to it, ever. Once I started checking, just look at what I had in my hand. I'm like, here they are. It's like turning in, your best friend's homework that he did. Because you didn't do yours. And as soon as they checked off, said, oh, yeah, those are good, easy, good stuff. Good job, Louie. I'd go make 4 more that I knew they didn't like at that point just to get them on TV for fun.